Hello everyone, good evening. Hello everyone, good evening. Just verifying the setup. We should be. We sh- okay. Am I audible? Can you please confirm if you are here? Okay. Is it better? Do I need to speak louder? Is there any background noise or anything? Little louder. Okay. How about now? Is it better? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hi. Hi Tezab. Hi, is it Prakash? Hi Ankit. Hi Tushar. I'm good. So my last week was completely hectic. I was on call and back-to-back meetings and incidents. So I was not um, able to post any videos on YouTube. But next week I'm planning. So these entire 2 days of weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I spent creating content for the next week. So we don't have any break. And I thought let's connect for our community call and do the live session with the community. It's lagging or what? Okay. Tushar is asking how was Shimga? Yeah, Shimga was good. Hi Zoeb. Ankit, could you please share your drive link? I shared the instructions in LinkedIn as well, LinkedIn post. So you can upload your resume on your personal drive link and share the drive link in the chat box and we can start. Okay, anyways, before that, how many of you watched previous to interview preparation videos? In previous, if you have not watched, so this is free initiative we started for our community for the interview preparation specifically. I come across a lot of openings. I have a good network on LinkedIn, so I come across very good openings for freshers, for experienced candidates. When few recruiters reach out to me for those job applications, and if I'm not interested, I want to help the community, and you people can apply for those roles. So this personal community initiative for that thing, um, we check out the recent openings. We try to understand what is the job description, what are their requirements, how we should approach for that particular opening, and is it valid or is it fake opening that is getting shared on the LinkedIn. So all those things we cover in this interview preparation series. For those who don't know, we have two more initiatives for the community. One is DevOps Necessary Challenge Series Season 1 and DevOps Necessary Challenge Series Season 2. So Season 1 of DevOps Necessary Challenge is already completed. We shared free 50 challenges for our community based on different technologies: Docker, Kubernetes, Helm, Argo CD, monitoring stack, and lot many tools and very good projects. So if you have not watched or gone through the season 1 challenges, please, I'll suggest to go through those. And so season 1 is already completed. We shared the challenges, but few people were not able to solve those challenges, and now we are creating solution videos on YouTube. Whenever I get time, I solve the challenges and upload the solutions for the season 1 on YouTube. Okay. Um, so there was a request from all the community members that they are from the support engineer role, or they are working in very good company, but the work is not good. When they are going for the interviews, they are not getting the actual hands-on, they don't have anything to talk about from their past or the current project during the interview. And that is the challenge we took, to help the community, to provide them very good challenges, so that they can perform those all the challenges and solve the projects and add those into their resumes. Okay, so that was the challenge, season 1. And season 2 we started for the DevOps CSRE community only. Only difference between season 1 and season 2 is that season 1 we thought that our community have very good understanding of all these tools and technologies, and we created industry grade production ready projects and the challenges for the community. But many of our community members want to switch to the DevOps SRE domain. They don't have any absolute knowledge for these technologies. It was very hard for them to solve the challenges, and that is another challenge for us. We completed season 1, and considering all those factors, we have started season 2 to help people who want to learn from scratch. So season 2 is dedicated for the freshers. Season 2 is dedicated for someone who is absolute newbie to this DevOps and SRE domain. Okay, and season 2 is currently ongoing. So we have completed almost 7 to 8 challenges in season 2. So far we have only covered the Git and GitHub. Next challenge would be around GitHub action. So we want to go slow and understand what is the requirement and whether our community members are really understanding and getting benefited from the season 2. So please watch those videos. Again, it is free, it's up to you. All season 1 challenges are available on the Google group. So let me uh, share my screen and show you what we have in the season 1. Okay, so if you you will find this link of Google group in any of my LinkedIn post or on my LinkedIn profile as well. So these are all the challenges we provided for season 1. If you check out, we started with Linux basics, then a lot of things covered, AWK, Nginx, then JSON metadata operations, basic system health checks. Then we covered Docker, Docker networking, Docker Compose. The good part is we covered entire Kubernetes here, and we use the CK syllabus. We use the EKS and real world task for these challenges. So if you are preparing for the CK exam, then this is a good source. It will cover everything required for the CK exam, as well as clear your Kubernetes understanding. Okay, then we also covered the Helm, the networking for the Kubernetes. Then we moved for the Terraform, Vault integration. Not only that, we focused on the on project-based challenges. So if you see here, some of challenges had very long challenges based on the DevSecOps, Argo CD integration, your Prometheus Alert Manager, Prometheus Grafana integration. So this is the real task, we covered in the season 2 or season 1. And on day 50, we had a epic challenge, end-to-end challenge, covering book info application deployment using Helm, Argo CD, database backups, disaster recovery, cluster upgrades, and everything. All the steps are here. So, if you are still curious whether to find a good projects, how to find, real world challenges for DevOps SRE, then this is a one stop resource for you. I want to mention that again, this is free thing, not charged or um, nothing is, I'm not asking for any payment for this thing. I'll tell you why I'm saying this. This is free again and again. I don't know, but I'll just give me 1 minute. Okay, then for season two, all challenges are not available here, but let me explain what is season two. So, season two, we are specially designing for the freshers, and these are all things we are going to cover: GitHub Actions, Linux shell scripting, Python, Docker, Containerd, Kubernetes, Terraform, Grafana, Prometheus, Observability Stack. Um, I want to personally cover some DSA questions here, and then Jenkins, Ansible. If you see anything missing or you want something, then let me know. I'll be happy to add those. Um, and again, this is the pattern we follow: theory, demo, and practical challenges. So this is the format we always follow for the all our challenges. We provide the enough theory, we provide the enough references, documentation, and solutions we don't provide directly. We take some time to provide the solution. I personally believe, and most of you know if you have been following me from some time, then um, I believe in not doing a spoon feeding. So we provide the enough time for you to solve those challenges on your own, using the resources we are providing. And if you get stuck, we have the Discord community. You can join there. You can ask the question, and yeah. And whenever we get time, we have the solution. Then we upload those solutions on the YouTube, so you can follow those. But directly asking for the solution is not this place, because we believe that you should be self-sufficient to learn anything, and from the available resources. Okay. Okay, let me share the Google group link. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, as mentioning continuously, this is free because I don't know who is this person. Um, but this is so rude. If you see these recent comments, I don't want to get into this, social media drama and the controversy. I want to focus on initiatives and the community work. So I am not going to give any importance for this. But just for your information, whatever the initiatives I personally take are totally free, and I am a community person. So if you want some controversy or something, um, to get into social media fights, I'm really not that person. I have my own life, and I whatever the time I get out of my all the tasks, I dedicate that for the community. So please spare me from all this nonsense. I have a lot of work. You can see the season 2 is currently going on, and we are creating solution videos. We are spending day and nights to create this content. So whoever this guy, please find someone else. I'm not a even big YouTuber. Why to run behind me? I don't understand. Okay. Again, this particular resume review is free. All the community calls which we conduct on weekly basis, those are free, and all our community meetups are free. Whatever, if you want me to help you with something, I'll absolutely not take any charge, because I earn very good amount from my jobs. If I want to earn more, there are very good ways for me to do that. So please, okay, I want to stop it here from that part and focus on the current live because I've been preparing the content for this DevOps Survey resume review live session from multiple days. I was busy last week for the on call, but still I prepared the content from a lot of resources. So I want to focus on that part, focus on the positivity, forget about everything. Okay, so let me share the Google group link. This is me. My name is Sagar.Utekar. I'm currently working with Omnisa and I'm site reliability engineer. If you want to join the Google group, this is here. Sorry, I clicked on the link. Sorry. Okay, let me copy this link. Copy link address. Is this a link? No. Okay, I'll share that in the community channel. But if someone can help me, to share the Google group link and the Discord link, please drop that in the chat box. For others, you can go to my LinkedIn profile, and this is Google group link, and this is the Discord community. This is again free community. You have the 24/7 access to this Discord community. I am now very lucky to get support from at least few community members who are helping me to maintain this community. We are reaching to that level, so if someone have any questions, we will solve those questions in the Discord community. Okay. Um, okay, let me check if anybody had shared the resume. Um, okay. Good evening. Oh, lots of folks have joined. Uh, Ankit, how to upload my resume on personal drive? Ankit, um, you can upload it as a PDF file, okay, and share the drive link in the chat box. So I'll check that out. Okay. Anyways, I have a surprise for you. Meanwhile, when yeah, why are people asking the same question? So you need to upload your resume on your personal Google Drive link and drop that Google Drive link in the chat. I'll open that drive link and we will start um, resume review. This is the instruction I gave in the my LinkedIn post as well as on the Discord community. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll show my resume uh, for few people. Okay, it's loading. This is my resume, which I created, I think, when I left Avaya and I was preparing for the VMware. So this is a very plain, simple resume, and I can show you the proofs. This resume got me calls from Google, from Microsoft, Apple. My VMware offer I got from this particular resume. So there's a simple, plain resume, not fancy anything, and I want to focus on the this part only. That you don't need very lengthy resumes. We want to focus on this. Okay. We'll come back here, but let me see what I. Yeah. But how many of you are facing this problem? Not getting into calls because of resume. We are from not from IIT background or prestigious institutes like IIT, NITs, and sometimes having no tag of IIT, NITs can um, I mean, it's very easy for those folks. I personally feel when you have the good college tag, when you get pass out and you get multiple into course, since that is the aura you have. But if you have very strong profile, that is not true nowadays, because you'll find I'm not from the IIT and IT, but I still got from all the good companies, and I'm still getting the calls for all big product based companies, whichever I want to go for. So let's keep that part. It's not again about the college, but if you have the good college and the good, you are coming from the good background, then it becomes very easy whether you accept it or not. But when you have that prestigious college name or the tag, you will get multiple calls. But then how for us, like non IITs or big college, not having that background, how we can get multiple calls? And that is what we want to break down in this particular resume live session. I'll share some of the tools which I personally follow and used for creating my resumes few years back, which worked for all the good companies, and I have new resume which I created using Overleaf. I'll share all those links for you people. Okay. What is more important? I don't have any. Let's see if we get some bad resume example during this live session, then we can talk about that. But I don't have anything right now. I have good templates and everything that will help you to prepare your resume better. What is important, if you look at this my resume, it is very readable, a clean organized format, and it is essential to capture the attention of hiring managers and recruiters when they are looking for the perfect resume. You need to maintain everything in the proper structure, and it has to be proper organized. It is a simple one page resume, but still it has all the details which recruiter look for the DevOps and SRE engineers. um, One tip I would definitely give: if you are fresher, try to make it one page resume. If you are experienced candidate, your resume can go up to 2 pages or 3 pages, but 2 pages max is fine. I mean, you really don't need to put everything in your resume. My recent interview experience. So first question I got asked in the last interview I gave is that what is the one thing I want to share which is not there in my resume. This is genuine question they asked, and this is how they started. They did not ask me introduce myself. The person said, there is everything mentioned on the resume that I have already read, but I want to know something which is not there in your resume. So think from that point of view as well. You really don't need to put everything on your resume. You need to keep few things to make it interesting while giving the interviews, that okay, this is a surprise which we didn't know, but it should have all the details as well. That will help you to get your resume shortlisted. So it is always the balance between what to put and what to keep it later for the discussion during your interview process. Okay. And the strategic placement of each of things which should be put in your resume. If you see here, I have placed my name, my company details, then my professional summary, email ID, my phone number, my LinkedIn, work experience, skills, achievements, the certifications, the education, and everything. Everything structured. If a recruiter wants to know which college I went, they can check that I went to PI City. What is the score I got? That is also mentioned. What are the certifications I have done? It's very bold and it's very easy to read. Okay. And these are the few things we should definitely have. Our name should be highlighted, our professional summary should be in 1 or 2 lines, our email ID should be correct, the phone number, your LinkedIn, your GitHub, the skills section, your work experience, then the achievements, the certifications, the education. You can avoid languages, it's up to you, but I kept it, I wanted to put it here. Okay. um, what is then what are the common mistakes which I have reviewed a lot of resumes earlier as well, and these are the common mistakes I have seen in past resume review sessions. Is the formatting issues. Um the alignment is not proper, or they are not using consistent font for their resumes. There are grammatical errors, typos, and spelling mistakes, which will lead to immediate rejection, that people can't even spend some time, or the applicant can't spend some time designing their resume. So it's a no for the recruiter, that you can't even think about that. You can't even check your resume formatting issues. You can't even check the grammatical errors which have in your resumes. Okay, then I personally don't feel like you need to put the photograph. So avoid putting the photographs on your resume. This is the one good resume, and instead of using some random templates from Canva or something, I felt like let's start with what are the things worked for me for my journey, while getting the VMware offer and getting calls for the multiple product based companies. That is why I'm sharing my resume with you. Make sure you are not copy pasting my details in your resume. Okay. Um, yeah. So this is the thing. I'll also share the few of resume templates which I have. You can use those, and I have one for fresher, I have one for experienced candidate, and at the end I'll also walk you through these are few activities you would be doing as a DevOps or engineer. So I have collected the list of things which you can mention in your resume. Okay. We'll go through that. If something is interesting, I'll share this document with you people, and you can go through it. If you feel like this is something which I can put in my resume and it will help you to get more offers, then definitely this is for you. Oh, someone is sharing link. Sharing is not allowed in chat. Drive link so many times, but it is. Oh, um, I didn't know. Okay. Let me do one thing. I will start my sharing, and I'll share drive link in the Discord. Okay. But then you need to connect to Discord first. Ankit, Discord link, as I told earlier, it is in my LinkedIn profile. Okay, let me share the drive link. Sorry, I'm still new to this YouTube, so I didn't know that it won't allow to share um, drive links on the YouTube chat. Sorry about that. Meanwhile, let me do one thing. I'll upload drive link on my recent post, and you can upload from there. Drive link is here. Okay. डिस्कॉर्ड का लिंक भी एक पोस्ट में होगा. लेट मी जस्ट गिव मी 1 minute and I'll find it out. Okay, just check out my recent LinkedIn post and you will find the Drive link, Discord link, and Google Group link. Hope that will help. Okay, I've shared the Discord Drive link, Discord link, and the Google Group link. Check that out. And you need to upload your resume in the resume review folder. Okay, I see many of you are uploading your resume here. Let's start with Abhijeet. Abhijeet, what is your experience? Are you getting calls? How is it for you? Okay, I have opened Abhijeet's resume. I know in the first glance itself, I'm finding the alignment is not proper. Okay, it's good that you have mentioned the name and summary or what are you doing. So your problem solver, DevOps and automation expert, technology integration engineer, and if you see this part, this is not properly aligned. You have the links for your website, Cradley, GitHub, and LinkedIn. Let's check. This is good. You have your own website, but what is here? Um, I didn't get point to put the website when there are no any extra details here. So either you put your explanation of the project or make it more informative and then add it. Otherwise, there is no need to put a website. You have added Cradley patches link here. It is good. It is working. So you have very good certifications. You have cleared CKA, CKD, Google Cloud, HashiCorp, and this additional IBM certifications. This good. Okay. Then you have active GitHub link. Okay, this is very good GitHub profile, README profile at least. Okay, these are the recent projects you have worked on. Um, One thing I'll suggest, make more contributions on your GitHub profile. And this is something now we have discussed in past community calls as well. GitHub profile and your LinkedIn profile is very much important. So what you are putting in this front page is going to decide whether I want to check your further uh, details or not. So this is showing that you are not actively contributing or you are not maintaining your GitHub. It is just you created it sometime and there is nothing. But if you are someone who is passionate DevOps engineer, whatever the work you are doing, I'll always suggest that create your personal brand and share it on your LinkedIn. Okay. Please change this your I don't know. I mean, how it is relevant for me to know this army bots or your LinkedIn profile. So make it little professional. Okay, this is good that you have mentioned you are DevOps engineer and you have cleared some of these very good certifications. You have the about section. I think we will create separate. We'll conduct a separate session for the resume review. But for now, these are just basic things I would suggest. That you know, if I am a recruiter, then I'll go and check your GitHub and your LinkedIn profile. And since you have mentioned that on the top, this is the first thing I would like to go and check your contribution, how much you are active on LinkedIn, whether you are learning or not, whether you are only learning very old technologies or you are also investing your time learning something new. So that is also important. Keep sharing your learning and make your personal brand on LinkedIn as well as on GitHub. Okay. In the skills section, this is good. You have mentioned what uh, cloud you have worked on. You have worked on Google Cloud platform and what are the services you have used. And see, this is not readable at all. You have worked on Google Cloud as well as AWS, but since it is combined, it is not readable, or I wouldn't know that you have worked on the multiple clouds. Okay, then you have worked on Kubernetes and some of very important Kubernetes resources. This is good. You worked on Docker, Scaffold, GitOps. You have worked on automation and scripting. So this is good part. This one skill section is providing me the details that uh, these are the things. What's up? Okay. These are the things or the summary of your profile. This is good. Then your professional experience. You are currently working as technology integration engineer at Amdocs Pune from March 2023. This is good. And then you have also highlighted the key achievements and the task you have performed in Amdocs role. This is good. Manage infrastructure across multiple OPCO environments, developed 15 plus Ansible automations, saving 30 plus hours weekly each for tasks like servers, restart, artifact deployment, then reduced server cloning time by 50% across dev, site and UAT environments. So this is good. You are trying to highlight key achievements and the key tasks from your this particular role. Okay, then I think this is something you should definitely highlight is that you got promoted from your associate software engineer role to technology integration engineer role. Um, so if you could create one section for Amdocs Pune and under that you put that first you were associate software engineer role, same format, but Amdocs Pune make it highlight or at least mention that you got promoted because of your good work in the previous role. Okay, then you miss to highlight your contribution here. So just check this out. In almost period of 1 year, um, you have only done two tasks. So overall, if we consider you have 3 years of work experience, but this is the professional summary or the work you have done in the Amdocs. So you need to make sure you have the good enough task to get your profile shortlisted. Okay. Then you worked at Google Cloud. Oh, this can't be here. This is not an official role, right? It's not professional role. So This is additional role of Google Cloud Platform Facilitator, part-time role. You got hands-on training on Quick Labs by Google's facilitated hands-on training for 650 people, students on GCP services, selected as one of few facilitators. I think this you can put in some other section. If you see here, I have another section of achievements. Similarly, you can create your achievement section and put these as achievements in the another section. This not need to be in your professional experience. Okay. Then you have the project section. Okay, this is one mistake I have seen most of experienced people do. Okay. Um, that they follow some YouTube videos like or our daily challenges, and they try to create a separate section for the projects. So what I would suggest is that try to put that into your most of the things into your professional experience or the professional task. And if you have extra projects, then that is also fine. But the not good thing here is that I don't have many things to understand from your professional experience, but there are more details in your projects. So if this is your personal project, it's fine. But if this is your Amdocs project, then you need to combine the things into your experience section itself. Deployed and managed containerized application on Google Kubernetes Engine (GKE). This project involved creating Docker images, configuring Kubernetes workloads, exposing services. Fine. Then key responsibilities section, technologies used. Okay, this is well maintained project section. Okay, this shows that you have the good understanding of container orchestration, Google Kubernetes Engine. You have experience with GitHub Actions, Terraform. Then you have highlighted Artifactory. So this is good. I think these are your personal projects which are taking more attention than your actual office work. Okay, right. So this is a volunteer experience I was talking about. Okay, Google Facilitator experience, that you can mention your volunteer experience. It is not your professional experience. Then education, certifications. See, these are the things you can put into one single page resume as well. It was not needed to be 3 page. So make it shorter. I'll share at the end of this entire session that what are the templates you can follow, and make it 1 page or 2 page. But definitely, as we discussed, there are some errors and there is structuring issues mainly, which if you can improve, it will be very easier for ATS as well to read the details, and for your recruiter or the hiring team as well, because this is the first page they are going to check, and this they will mostly spend 5 to 10 minutes max. And if you can't show them what are the things you have expertise in, then they will skip it and move for the next candidate. Okay, so those are some tips for Abhijeet. You let me see the next resume. Okay, before moving for the next resume, Abhijit, do you have any other question? If not, okay, let's not waste time. I'll move for the next resume, which is by Anwar Sueb Rehan. Okay, this is good template. So name is clearly mentioned. The professional title is here. He is cloud as well as DevOps engineer, which means he has the expertise in cloud and DevOps practices. Then I didn't understand what is point of putting it here. Anwar, you can actually remove this or make it professional summary in one word. Okay. Then you have mentioned your email IDs, your phone number, your certification. Make sure you are adding the link for Cradle badges here. Okay, this is good. The skills are mentioned here. You have worked on cloud, that is AWS, Terraform, Linux, Rail, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Git, Bitbucket, Azure DevOps, Azure DevOps repository, and Bash. Okay. Then professional summary, okay, this is lengthy, but I think it is worth to read. And what is attracting more to read it here is that he has highlighted the keywords in his professional summary. So this will give me exact idea of if whether this candidate is good or whether I should move for the next candidate. Okay. So professional summary is very important. I would suggest that you put 2 to 3 lines into your professional summary. Result driven and detail oriented ops engineer with 3+ of years of extensive experience in automating, optimizing, and managing software delivery pipelines using cutting edge DevOps tools, cloud infrastructure, CI/CD, configuration management, and focus on achieving operational efficiency and scalability, expertise in managing and deploying scalable cloud environments using AWS. I think this would be too much, or if I really go into details, I'll find same similar details in your project as well. Okay, so make sure if you can put 1 or 2 lines. This was really enough for me to understand you have 3+ years of experience on cutting edge DevOps tools. You have worked on cloud, CI/CD, configuration management. You understand the high availability, scalability, and everything. So there is no actually point of putting it here. Why? Because all these things are, again, it's a duplicate thing. You could have used this portion to put your to adjust your education background, and uh, it could have been one single page resume as well. Okay. You are working at TCS as a DevOps engineer, um, and the job role responsible for deploying and operating AWS resources. As I said, if I go through your actual project, these are the same things I'll find. So there is actually no point of making it duplicate. It's a professional summary about your career. So it's not about the tools and technology. It has to be abstract summary. Okay. Then maintained and managed Linux servers, ensuring system reliability, availability, performance, performed regular system updates, patches. This is something you should highlight. System updates, patches, and maintenance. This is one of key tasks you would be doing as a DevOps engineer in at least service-based company. So make it highlight. Automated routine administrative task using Ansible scripts. Good. Dynamically scalable, available, fault tolerant, and I don't know. I feel like it is taken from ChatGPT or something. Is too many keywords, and it feels like the ChatGPT content. If it is not, well and good. Okay. Implemented infrastructure as a core tool with Terraform, managing environments, configurations and deployments, deploying Ansible scripts. Again, this is duplicate. So make sure you are putting the details which you want to showcase to the recruiter and your hiring manager or technical interviewer, instead of putting everything here. So this gave me idea that you have the understanding of AWS, Terraform, then Ansible. You have worked on the Kubernetes, but it could backfire. Deployed Java-based application on Minikube cluster. by implementing CI/CD pipelines. This is, Minikube we mostly use for the development and POC work. So this could backfire that you don't have any production grade experience. So make sure you are actually adding the details um, which gets used into production. Okay. I think same T for you. This is your promotion or job change from test analyst to DevOps engineer. So make it highlight that you got promoted because you worked on those things. Yeah. Then education background. If you could remove some of these things, irrelevant things from this section and from your professional summary, this can get into one page resume. Okay, Ryan. And overall, good professional experience and good profile. It shows that you have worked on AWS, you have worked on Ansible. Kubernetes, I didn't find much content here. Terraform is mentioned, but it has no details what how you have used Terraform for managing multiple infrastructure as a code, or how you have exactly used Terraform for your project. Okay, so don't put it just for just sake of it. You need to mention that what is the exact usage you have done of that particular tool. Yeah. Any question on Anwar? Oh, someone has deleted their resume. That's fine, I guess. Okay. The next we will move for Tanir. Very nice resume. First impression, very good. Uh, LinkedIn profile, okay. LinkedIn.com, GitHub is working. Is it clickable? Okay, it is clickable link. Okay, this is good. What about GitHub? Okay. Again, same tip for you, Dhanvir. Um, you need to add contributions on your GitHub. Then only it makes actually sense to put your GitHub profile on resume. Otherwise, there are no contribution. It is backfire for you only. I see you are a passionate cloud and DevOps engineer. Um, I don't see post. Or you recently started. Okay. So if I was a recruiter and I click on this GitHub link, and if I don't see anything um, here, then I would actually skip reading the further details. So if you have worked on these projects, why not to put that project on GitHub, and not only that, make it your GitHub as well very active, that you are contributing to same projects or you are improving it as you are college student, right? So it is not something that you will finish the project in one day. You need to make sure you are continuously adding different tools, or you are improving the script, how you can improve the project. Think about that. Let's say if I check out this project, end-to-end DevSecOps Kubernetes 3-tier deployment on AWS. So this is your personal projects. I believe this is from YouTube or something. It's okay, fine, because as a college student you won't have professional experience. So these are the personal projects you would be adding into your resume. then you need to I mean, I really liked your resume format overall, but if I want to see the highlights, then yeah, if you could have highlighted some of key metrics, that would be really helpful. Automated AWS infrastructure provisioning using Terraform and AWS CLI, reducing deployment time by 60%. Okay, again, another tip for everyone who has submitted or not submitted their resume, if you are mentioning key metrics, make sure you have the plan to explain it. You have actually worked on it, and you have the story to explain that how, what is the previous metrics and how you calculated those metrics, how you reduce the deployment time by 60%. You have all those answers ready for your project. Don't add metrics just sake of it. Clear and simple. Don't do that mistake. If I'm going to select this resume, the first question I would be interested to know is that how you have reduced the deployment time by 60%. Clear and cut first question for you. Okay, and I believe you have worked on this project, so you will have the answer for that question. Okay, then deployed and secured an AWS EKS cluster with IAM policies, good. Jenkins CI/CD pipelines and Argo CD for GitOps, improving release efficiency by 80%. Again, the key metrics has to have the backup story and the expansion how you are doing all those things. Okay, enhance security with SonarCube and Ravi, improving code quality by 40%. Configured. Oh god, I feel like I know people are how people are adding these key metrics, and these are the things actually may not be working for people since they are adding it blindly. Okay, implemented Prometheus and Grafana for real-time monitoring and observability. Take AWS EKS, Terraform, Jenkins, SonarCube, Treeby, Argo CD, and Prometheus, Grafana. Oh, okay. It's a very long list. I think I got all the tools from this section itself. So I know you have used the Jenkins, you have used the AWS EKS cluster. You also thought about security using SonarCube and Trevi. Uh, and you use the IAM policies, you use the Terraform, everything. As a DevOps SR engineer, which I would really want to know or have in any candidate, all those things are there in your first resume itself. Okay, then microservices CI/CD pipeline for e-commerce on AWS EKS, designed and implemented a scalable CI/CD pipeline for e-commerce microservices architecture. uh, I know. Okay, 11 services using Jenkins multi-branch pipeline and AWS EKS. So you need to highlight some of the details from here. Like you used, microservices architecture for this project. You used automated deployments. Okay, you eliminated the manual intervention by 100%, but so it should be in the proper format. What were the things earlier? Like previously, it was using uh, manual efforts by 10 people, and then with automation of Jenkins CI/CD pipelines, you remove the manual intervention completely 100%. So use that format. What was the actual problem and you how you solved it. Don't only add different tools um, by blindly following or using ChatGPT. Okay, this is interesting. Cloud native web voting application with Kubernetes deployed a highly available voting app on AWS EKS, improving system reliability by 99.9% uptime. Okay. Again, this is ChatGPT, or I mean, it's very hard to believe that how voting application could have the um, high traffic that you were able to reduce or improve the system reliability by 99%. It's a very simple application. So person who is expert in this area would know that these are not real metrics which you have added. Are you here? I don't know what his name. Dharmir, if you could improve this part. This feels like using ChatGPT. You gave that this is a project that I worked on and give me key metrics. So this, in the first impression, I got impressed that I want to check your resume. But when I started reading it, I lost interest because it felt like these are not actual metrics you were able to achieve. So have all those things in mind and then improve your resume. Overall format is good, as I said. These are skill section, AWS Azure, Docker, Kubernetes, very proper, streamlined and category wise you have mentioned. Okay. Then you have certifications. Again, add the certification links to back this up. Okay. Think this you should remove. This not needed. Research and publications, this is good. You should add the links. Extracurricular activities, ex-CEO of student organization, factum, lovely professional university. Okay, this is everything. Only thing I feel here missing is that the honesty in your resume. Sorry about that. Okay, so correct all those things and thank you. Okay, someone is asking, Gautam, you need Drive link to upload the resume. If you could go to my LinkedIn profile and check out my recent LinkedIn post. My name is Sagar.Utekar, by the way. You will find the Drive link, Google Group link, as well as Discord link there. Okay. Wow, nice. So the next resume is by Nitin Gowda. Nitin, very impressive resume format. I think you have used the overleaf template, which is good, and this should be the exact um, expression which recruiters will have. This is perfect resume. Again, Dhanvir's resume was also good. The format is good, but when we start going into the details, it will provide me the exact more details about your particular thing. Are you a student? I know. I would suggest if you have not put professional summary or career summary, then put that here. As a student as well, you should put the summary. Like, what is your passion? What do you want? Are you an open source contributor or are you a passionate learner? Or are you someone who is into community work? So that particular things are very important as a highlight at the top of your resume. Okay, this is good. You have your GitHub, you have portfolio link. I see LinkedIn profile link is missing. You have your email ID, phone number. Good. Let's check. What I would do as a recruiter is your GitHub profile. Okay, same suggestion for the GitHub profile. You are not active from some time, almost September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. That's very long period. So as a recruiter, I would be interested someone to you know who is actively contributing. Oh, I see you are GSOC mentee for Metagon. you would have very good projects. Why not to keep continuing contributing for all those open source projects, right? Where is, okay, this you have contribution but those are into private repository. My bad. So that could be thing that you people have the contribution but you made those repository private, so that's fine. But make some of repository public or the open source contribution public, and since you are GSOC candidate, it would be really work in your favor that you are into open source and into community, and you have been contributing for metacall, you know. So highlight that. Okay, so languages, database, tools, technologies, you have professional experience, you have experience with Google Summer of Code. Just 1 minute. You were contributor for Metacall and it was remote. I know Google Summer of Code. Okay, that's good. Connect core CI with distributions to design and implement a CI system for Metacall using YAML workflows, and error reporting for automated cross-platform builds and tests. But why not to put all those GitHub links or the contribution here? So for this is for open source contributors, that you should have the separate section for your open source contribution to highlight it. Wow, this is good. So I think you are here. But if recruiter didn't end up here, reaching here, then you would really miss getting into calls. And your profile is really good. You need to take the advantage of it, Nitin. Very impressive. Okay. So you were DevOps trainee at Pearl IT Thoughts, Snipe IT deployment using infrastructure as a code tool onto Kubernetes, production level deployment of open source software onto Azure EKS using GitHub Actions and Terraform. Some grammatical mistakes, or the things are not properly written. I'm sure you have done this project, but you're putting it into one liners. But why is that? Okay. Then this is the second experience with Fintricity, DevOps and infrastructure intern, full time, and okay. This is your internship. Build CI/CD pipelines, internal developer platforms, documentation. Okay. Freelance technical writer for Sinos and Scalar. Good. Okay. Could you please actually add those links? So I'm not finding it. Okay. Then you have project section altogether, implementing a modern cloud infrastructure for blogging platform on AWS, work in progress. This is your GitHub link. Okay. Oh, this is cool. But you are not doing any active contribution. So I'd suggest keep doing your open source contribution. You have very good profile, and if you need any help getting full-time job or something, let me know. Let's connect and discuss about that. I'll connect you with few folks in my network. Okay. Overall good profile. Only thing is expand the details here. This is very abstract thing. Okay, the next is Ojas. Okay, good. Okay. Ojas, DevOps engineer, crafting DevOps and cloud. You are living in Pune. Your email ID, phone number, LinkedIn, GitHub, Hashnode. Perfect. Everything is here. Again, blank. You need to really think about this, all of you. Okay, LinkedIn profile. I just feel like going through LinkedIn profile and mm, just if you could focus on more technical content, then that would really help. Okay, and write in detail what is your understanding of attribute space, access control, or airbag, or how you are using it. See, this is what I am doing directly. You have mentioned your LinkedIn, you have mentioned on your GitHub. I'm directly opening it and I'm not finding anything good to um, which can vouch on your behalf that you are actively learning something really good, or you are doing active contribution to open source, or you are actually learning something new, not in bits and pieces, actual good projects. uh, it's personal advice, like it's up to you. Okay, profile summary: drive the optimization of cloud infrastructure by implementing scalable, secure, and high performance solution using AWS. Project initiatives that reduce deployment times by 30%, lower infrastructure cost by 25, improved system uptime to 99% through streamlined CI/CD pipelines, infrastructure automation, certified AWS cloud practitioner with hands-on, blah blah blah. Okay, innovative process that enhanced. Okay. Uh, okay, I'll come back later to profile summary. Skills section is good. For those who are not sharing their resume for live resume review, that's fine. But this is one thing which we should definitely follow: your name, your title, your email ID should be correct, your mobile number with your country extension, then your LinkedIn, your GitHub, if you have the personal website or portfolio, add that, then portfolio profile summary, and then skills section. Okay, skills section, you have worked on Linux and Windows, scripting language, Bash, version control, cloud, containerization, CI/CD, infrastructure, monitoring, other skills. Okay. Now you are currently working at CDAC Pune, which is R&D organization of MIT. You're working as a junior DevOps engineer from October 23. So the timeline is good, and I don't know, but I feel like you people are using ChatGPT just to add random key metrics in your resume. That is actually not going to help. It's not always metrics, and putting unnecessary metrics are also not good thing. I showed you my resume, plain simple, not fancy, nothing here, no metrics and nothing, because I did not had it. So still I got call from major product based companies. I'm not saying this is the best one, but I'm saying this worked for me. And what most of now freshers are doing this mistake, or even experienced people, that they are unnecessarily adding wrong metrics in their resumes. Even if your resume gets shortlisted, you need to have the backup to explain that how you achieved this uh, 30% reduction of deployment time, reducing integration errors by 40%. So if I ask you this follow-up question, what is the integration error you were facing earlier, do you have the answer for that? If not, please avoid this. Strengthened enterprise networks by managing core Linux services, boost operation efficiency by automating configurations with Ansible. Okay, good. Um, just one thing is, again, we are repeating same tips that highlight the key uh, things you want to do, like automating configuration automation, you understand, so highlight that. You have used the infrastructure management and Terraform automation, so highlight all those things. If you have worked on the cost optimization, I guess you mentioned here somewhere, yeah, infrastructure cost by 25%. So cost optimization is very uh, good thing, or recruiter or hiring manager wants to reduce the cost of their existing infrastructure, so make it highlight that you have already worked on optimizing infrastructure cost, or reducing the errors, improving the scalability. So if you have worked on those, highlight those key factors. Okay. Then personal projects, unified monitoring and logging system using Prometheus and Grafana. Developed a comprehensive monitoring and logging system using Prometheus Grafana, providing real-time insights into application performance and system metrics, which improve incidence response time by 40%. Integrated tools like Loki, Promptel, Node Exporters, C Advisor. Okay, the next thing is multi-layered security for deployment of web application using CI/CD pipelines. Okay, GitHub link is here. What I feel and could work in your favor is that if you could actually add those metrics, which metrics not as in these key metrics, which percentage metrics, not those metrics, the actual Prometheus metrics, which help to improve the project observability. Add those metrics. What are the things? Let's say uptime of your system of 100 machines, and it was going down continuously at any time, and then you implemented Prometheus based monitoring, Grafana based monitoring, then how that actually helped to solve that problem. So this is the format you should follow. What is the problem and what is the solution you provided, what is, so that should be format all of you should follow. Okay. Then education. Okay, you have the certification, GitHub Foundation, and links are here. Education is here. Awards: Star Performer, Best Student Award, good, from the CDAC. And then you attended conferences and workshop, good. Volunteer experience. Um, I think if you go with the Nova resume format or overlay format, you could actually make it two-part resume and reduce it to one page instead of going for two-page resume at this time, since you don't have multiple projects. Okay. And as I said, don't add just some random metrics in your resume which could backfire. Think about it, what, when you implemented this particular project, unified monitoring and logging, you might have used some infrastructure as well. So how you use the Terraform, or have you used any Python scripting or shell scripting? So from that level, how you can go step by step. You use the Terraform, you use the Jenkins CI/CD, you might have used different Prometheus metrics. Then what are the previous metrics which were not helpful and how you thought about it to improve it. No, add those things instead of just plain and simple chat GPT. It's actually not working. I don't know why people are adding it. Okay, we just, okay, Ojas is saying this is the resume that got offer from AWS. That is good. Congratulations, Ojas. But this is the feedback from my side for the resume. It could have worked for you, and this is what most of candidates are doing, adding random metrics. If you have really worked on that, well and good. I mean, I'm happy for you. Okay. Uh, Prasoon Gupta. Again, very good format. Everything is mentioned. Programming language, the email ID, LinkedIn profile, GitHub. You have your mobile number and then portfolio. I guess many of you have already followed a lot of YouTube videos. That is why this skill section is here. And this is a good part that you should have the skill section at the top. If the recruiter really want to know whether you have worked on the AWS or GCP, this is one thing which will give them idea that you understand the databases, you understand the uh, cloud, you understand the monitoring side, operating system, version control, and everything. So best. Okay. Prasoon, sorry. You are currently working with MacForce Limited, Robo.in. Oh. You had this. This is your joining letter. Okay, good. I know. I never seen someone adding joining letter, but this is good. Something to learn from this resume live session. If this is working, then well and good. Migrated Robo.in to AWS, architecting a highly scalable infrastructure with NLB, ALB, EC2 autoscaling, successfully handling 314 million monthly requests. Whoa, that's awesome. Optimized AWS cost, reducing overall expenditure by 35%, including um, $770 per month. That's a huge saving. I mean, I'm impressed with this resume in only 2 lines. And it's very well structured. Prasoon, you have, if you have really worked on this and you have done this, I feel this is something new which I haven't seen anywhere. So I'm assuming that you have very good experience, and I would, uh, as a recruiter, I would give you the interview chance. Okay. Enhanced databases and caching performance by implementing RDS read replicas and Redis caching, reducing query response, then deployed and automated EC2. Oh, awesome. Then this is what? Goat Brand Labs. Okay, Assistant Manager Technology. Okay, nice. Managed and optimized AWS deployed API application enhanced availability, RDS security, database response time by 20%, resolved critical issues in RabbitMQ, Celery, Canicon across multiple sales channels. Then you also worked at Carrot IT Solutions. Okay, so this is overall 4+ years of experience of which you have, and by looking at this resume, I'm impressed. I really don't have any suggestion for you, and I believe this resume is working for you. Can you please confirm, Prasoon? Okay. What else? Who next? Okay, if you want to. No, not. Okay, anyways. Prasoon is saying it is working, but what? What is next? What is but? Okay, we'll come back to you later. Um, okay, Ravi Vishwakarma. Again, the details are here. Single one-page resume. This is what I was saying, that in one page resume also you can put all the details which will impress the recruiter and the hiring manager in one single glance. So why to extend it to 2 page or 3 page, multi-page? It's really not required. If you have really worked on a lot of tasks and it's your daily thing, then go for it. Unnecessarily, don't go for multi-page resumes. Okay. Uh, Professional summary, this is your LinkedIn, you're living in Mumbai, your email ID, your phone number. DevOps engineer, it's again my personal advice that you should have GitHub profile on your resume. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Uh, Biswa, can you please upload your resume on Drive link? I'll review it. Hmm. It's come back to Ravi Vishwakarma. Professional summary is there. Ravi is skilled DevOps engineer with year of experience in infrastructure automation, optimization, CI/CD pipeline management with Jenkins and system reliability enhancement. He holds certifications like CK, Red Hat specialist in containers. Uh, Again, I mentioned this in one of previous member that do not repeat the same things. You already have the certification list here. Then what is the point of putting that into summary? If you had this session somewhere else on some other pages, then it it was okay, but not in this case because I say duplicate. Okay. He also won a silver medal in National Cloud Computing Competition, highlighting his expertise in infrastructure management and automation. Okay, that is good. There is huge list of certifications. Ravi, nice. Do you have the links for this? Okay. Make sure your links are working time to time. Okay, this is good. This is Coursera certification. Then why have you added it here? Red Hat is global certification. Okay, so that I understand you added. AWS, the academy certification is not really needed. If you have global certification which asks for the exam and everything, then that's fine. Otherwise, no need to mention this random certification. Okay, skills should be at the top. Certifications can be somewhere else, but skills should be at the top. Okay, education, uh, fine, you have good CGPA. Professional experience, you are currently working as OpenShift engineer at CTS Cloud, but please try to understand the skills and the professional experience is what is important. Education is later, you can keep it somewhere else. Certifications later, you if you have it, well and good, but prioritize the things which are more important in your resume. You should have mentioned the skill section somewhere here and then professional summary here. But now what is happening, I'm directly going into the certification. That is not required. I need to come back here in the skills and try to know what are the skill set, you know. So maintain that thing. You're currently working for Yes Bank. My bad, I am not understanding. Is it a client or what is it? Okay. Then manage and maintain OpenShift cluster to ensure high availability, scalability, and performance. Again, same mistake. Instead of mentioning high availability, scalability, and the performance, can you mention how big your Kubernetes OpenShift cluster is? What are the things you have actually maintained in that OpenShift cluster? Is it cluster upgrades? Is it different application deployment using some Argo CD or whatever the things you have in OpenShift? So try to add those things instead of just plain simple words. Okay, and again highlight the keywords what you want to showcase me. This one page resume, it has to be attractive and make me focus on the keywords. Perform cluster operations such as upgrade scaling and patch management. Okay, this is good. This is what I was talking. You have worked on troubleshooting different OpenShift environments, brought your this is good. So you have multi cluster, multi environment environment experience. Good. Ravi, what are the things are working for you and not working? Is this resume is working for you? Tell me all those questions as well, so it will help me to provide you the correct, tips. Then you worked as DevOps associate at Sunfire Technologies from December 23 to 24, Blue Dart, and then Tamil Nadu Gram Bank. Okay, good. The only problem here I am finding is reading the key details. It's very small font, and I'm not sure where to look for the things which I should, as a recruiter, I want to know. And you have the good experience, but make it highlight highlight it. Okay. Mm, okay, this resume is not working. Fine. Then change the format, and as I said, the things needs to be maintained properly. uh, Key summary, some things are duplicate. Professional experience, you have the actual good work experience, but it is not getting highlighted in your resume. And your GitHub is also missing, so I don't know you have really worked on those projects or not. Okay. Okay. Coming back to Prasoon, he has replied, I just want your suggestion. I have the knowledge and real-time experience managing maintaining application, but without Kubernetes and Docker. Oh, I see. Okay. But I do not get much call from Naukri and LinkedIn. I'm only lacking in Kubernetes. I see. Mm, okay. That actually I skipped. You have mentioned Docker and Kubernetes in your skill set. Okay. Prasun, what I would suggest, if you really need Kubernetes experience, our season one Kubernetes based challenges are really good. Start with basic, play with Minikube and KubeADM from day 18, then solving Kubernetes mysteries, day 19, till what is it, day 30? Sorry, here, day 38. We have Kubernetes based challenges only, and you will find actual good projects as well. Okay, I mentioned, but I am in learning process. No, that's fine. And I'll tell you honestly, this is very good resume. But if you feel like you don't have projects on the Argo CD, Helm, Kubernetes, Docker, then start solving challenges. Pick up any project, or at first go through the list of challenges which we have, and that will cover your actual experience for the Docker and Kubernetes. No need to worry. You have really impressive profile. Okay, let me keep this resume just in case of other candidates needed sometime later. Okay. Okay, we have two more resumes. One is Ravi Vishwakarma, we already covered. Next is Sanjiv. Okay, okay, good. Okay, Sanjiv um, have the good title. He has provided email ID, LinkedIn, GitHub. He's from Chennai, um, and career summary overview. That is okay, but make sure you are putting these as generic statement. Not, don't use I am and first person statement. Try to put into third person statement, like directly. AWS solution architect associate with cloud and DevOps skills owned through personal projects and self-driven learning. This is good because we want freshers, we want self-learners who have been doing personal projects. So this is good, perfectly fine. Only thing is remove these first person statements. I have built and automated infrastructure using AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, Terraform. As a recent graduate, I'm eager to apply my skills, learn from experts, and drive. Okay. Now, this is where you can actually use your ChatGPT or DeepSeek and ask how to put this into professional summary as a third person or a generic statement, not as a first person. Okay. Then you have the certification. Oh, again, this mistake, technical skills should be on the top. We don't provide the preferences for the certifications. Like I said, even if you don't have certification, that is fine. It is for the additional thing. And uh, if your first part, or if your resume get good feedback in the first 5 seconds, then only I can go for the certification section, which is the second priority. So make sure you keep technical skills at the top, your personal projects at the top, certifications can come later. Okay. Projects, good automated REST API deployment using Terraform, Jenkins, AWS, orchestrated REST API deployment pipeline using Jenkins and Terraform to provision AWS resources, good, ensuring consistent and repeatable deployments across multiple environments. Streamline infrastructure updates by implementing Jenkins CI/CD workflows to automate Terraform operations, reducing manual effort by 80% and enabling rollback in under 5 minutes. Okay. Build a resilient, scalable AWS infrastructure leveraging S3 for durable state management, security groups for secure access, Route 53 for DNS, traffic routing, AWS application load balancer, ACM for seamless SSL. This is good projects. The only thing which took me away somewhere here, streamlined infrastructure updates by implementing Jenkins CI/CD workflows to automate Terraform operations. Init plan, apply destroy. I don't know why I really needed to know these things. Reducing manual efforts by 80% and enabling rollbacks in under 5 minutes. So I would really need the explanation for this um, in the interview. Okay, that how you have done this could be one interesting point during your interviews as well. Somewhere here as well you mentioned that you have done the repeatable deployments across multiple environments. This is your personal project, right? So if I go here and check, I don't see models, Terraform models. Then how have you achieved? Is it here? Okay. Oh, you have the model structure. That's good. Um, so try to put all those things. You have used the modular structure of the Terraform for all these resources. So you avoided the code duplication, made it more modular um, for your Terraform project, and then you use the S3 backend. Okay, If you could write some instructions and add the achievements on your readme, that would be really helpful. How to run this project, what is the problem you faced during this project, just additional tips for GitHub readme. And a lot of people add the code but they don't add the explanation for the code. Okay, this is awesome, something new. Kubeflow Ops, secure and automated CI/CD for Kubernetes. Developed a robust CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins, integrating GitHub, Maven, Sonar, Kubectl, Argo CD, Kubernetes to automate code builds, testing, security scanning, and deployment. Hmm. But what is the project? Right. What is your project? What is again this? What is this REST APIs for? What is this Kubeflow? And you are mentioning the solution, but you are not suggesting the problem statement here. I told in the beginning as well that the right format would be to explain the problem and then solution. This is only telling me that you have used multiple tools, but I don't understand what is this project is all about. Okay, scalable and secure app deployment on AWS. Built a highly scalable AWS three-tier architecture using EC2 auto-scaling groups, application load balancer. Again, I guess same thing. Uh, Format is good, but there are no details about the actual projects here. What is this project is about? What are the problems you faced, and then how you solved it? That format or the structure itself is missing. Okay, Sanjiv, is that clear, or you have more question? Fine. If you have question, please put that. Hmm. This is the same format I also used before joining VMware, and it's little different if you compare, but yeah. Um, Sanjeev, is that you saying project title isn't self-explanatory? No, think from the recruiter who is the first person going to shortlist your resume. Even from this also, it's not clear for me what is this application was all about. What is this Kubeflow for? Kubeflow operation is for. What are these REST API deployments? Was there any really need of REST API deployment, or were there multiple microservices? You created REST APIs for those. What is the backend database was there, and everything? Yeah, I'm only saying the solution, but I really don't know the challenge or the project. Yeah, it's a fancy name, I would say, but it's not really self-explanatory. It's up to you. My personal suggestion, bro. Okay. Next resume is from Suraj Patil. Suraj has provided the LinkedIn, GitHub, then email ID. Suraj, please put the country code as well. Sorry. Okay. Then professional summary is there. DevOps and cloud engineer with over 3+ years of experience designing and maintaining cloud infrastructure and CI/CD pipelines. Skilled in AWS, GitHub, Terraform, Jenkins, Ansible. I guess yeah, it is good. You are currently working with Cognizant, CTS, maintaining CI/CD pipelines development and maintenance. Sorry, what is it? CI/CD pipeline development and maintenance. Okay, design and maintain. Okay. Uh, Now use the chat GPT to put this. Okay, this is, you know, you have worked on it, but you may not be able to put this into correct statements. Or you use the chat GPT and it provided you the subtitle, and then it is again making it difficult to read itself. So design and maintain CI/CD pipelines across multiple projects for multiple environments, significantly reducing deployment times to enable faster release cycles and minimizing downtime. How how many environments were there, how many deployments were there, and what is, again, explain the problem statement, then explain the solution. This is a one tip I'll definitely give. Infrastructure provisioning, okay, this is well structured, I guess. Infrastructure provisioning using automated provisioning, and this is what I'm saying, it's making it difficult to read. Automated provisioning and configuring of AWS resources, these are the services you have used by implementing Terraform as an infrastructure as a code solution. Then you have done the system monitoring, built an administrator monitoring and alerting system to proactively identify and resolve issues. But what was the monitoring tool? That also you need to add. Routine task automation. This is well structured but little difficult to read. This is the only project you have worked on from 2022. Is it really working, Suraj? If you are working in CTS from 22, which is almost 3 years, right? So you need to have the multiple projects, make it separate. That this is the first project I worked during 22 to 23 in the first year. Then I worked on some other project. Otherwise, from this, I'll lose interest. That in the 3 years you only worked on 5 tasks. Okay. Then this is what project Sanofi pharmaceutical healthcare company. Oof. ABN AMRO clearing bank. If I understand correctly, you are currently working with CTS. This is the task, but again, you have created a separate project section for the CTS projects. Okay, so don't do that. This, it should come as a work experience. You worked on those projects. This difficult. It's really difficult to understand what is your resume is all about. I know. Please let me know in the comments if this is really working for you. This resume, it really needs changes. I'll tell you. Um, as a college student, what they will do, or even experienced people, so they will put their projects of that particular company into the work experience section, and I guess for Nova resume they will have the personal project section. So that is what the confusion is. What you have done here is that you put the work experience. Then I told you that okay, in 3 years this work is not enough. Then I went ahead, still, because this is YouTube live, I went ahead and checked the project section, but recruiter may not go till here. They will skip from this part only. So we need to change the format entirely or use some different template which will help you to showcase the actual work experience and the personal project separately. Okay. Interest part, this is, again, duplicate. You can really remove this. And if you ask me personally, with a 3 plus of years experience, this is not enough. Okay. I'll move for the next one. Ankit, did we review your resume? Okay, this is new resume, I guess. Ankit Vashni. Do I know from LinkedIn? Do we know? Could be. Okay. Hi Ankit. How's your experience using this resume template? पहले वो तो बताओ, is this working? Otherwise, it won't really make any sense. Mayank, I'll definitely review your resume. Just give me a moment. Let's finish this one and we'll come back. Ankit, personal opinion, I really don't, I mean, as a recruiter, I won't need your photo. As a DevOps engineer, I don't need photo on the resume. This good, you have the name mentioned, you are using color format, that is also okay, no problem. um, the gender not needed, your this birth date not needed, phone number, email id, and the state, okay, that's fine. Where is your LinkedIn, GitHub, that is missing. Okay, you have total 6 plus years of experience and driven DevOps engineer specializing in Microsoft Azure and AWS, seeking to leverage extensive background in cloud adoption framework, automation to lead cloud migration and deployment projects effectively, collaborated with stakeholders to identify. Okay, overall good career summary. First thing, I think we are losing some interest in this part because the details are missing. If recruiter have the time, they will call you and ask for the more details, but please make sure you are at least putting the LinkedIn profile. Okay, as we discussed in the previous resumes resume reviews, skill should be the priority and it needs to be in the categorize format. So cloud infrastructure, good that you have worked on the multiple clouds in your total 6 plus years of experience, AWS, Azure, GCP, wonderful. And not only that, you have mentioned compute storage, networking, security, resource provisioning manually, and via infrastructure as a core tool, CI/CD, containerization solution, serverless, server management, security, system admin, and others. I feel like you have actually done a really good work, but the format is not working for you. You know, I would really be interested to know what are the services. Actually, mention those services. What are different services you used for the security from the cloud? Is it Cloud Trail or some different AWS security services? All those things. At this level of experience, I'm saying, not for the freshers. Education can come later, and anyways, at this point, it doesn't matter your high school and the bachelor's is okay, master's is okay, but 10th and everything. If you see here, your one page actually took skill section and education, then work experience. For to learn about your work experience, I am coming down here, I need to scroll. The third page is blank, then why to add it, why to add the blank pages? You could really use the good format on the Nova or Overleaf. We'll go through that, but overall it is not well structured resume. CK exam you have cleared. You have cleared the cloud practitioner, solution architect, DevOps engineer, professional. The links are missing here for your certification. At EPAM system, you are currently working as senior system engineer, working on updating Terraform script as per requirement, troubleshooting security vulnerabilities and policy compliances, configure and manage users using Okta, good implementation of MSK in development environment, good understanding of Python or JS. Mm. You worked with Spinny as a DevOps engineer, Algo works for Aprons. Sorry, Ankit, we will need a very dedicated session for your resume review. It is lacking the proper formatting and the structure. It's making difficult for me to read it. Okay, Mayank, coming back to you. Indeed. Okay, we'll come back here. Let me check if we have any queries. Will mentioning personal projects for 2 plus experience will work? What do you mean by that? As a 2 plus years of experience, don't you have any company projects? And that is why you are mentioning personal projects. If that is the case, no, you need to use a trick we have discussed in the past as well. That if you don't have any professional experience or the actual good experience working in the current role or the past roles, you should come here on our daily challenges and use that for betterment of your resume. But those things you need to put into your actual work experience. And I can guarantee that when you start solving those challenges, you are going to get into a lot of issues. You will need to troubleshoot those issues. Will have better understanding of everything what you are solving, and that will help you to put that experience into your resume. Okay. Okay, Mayank. Hi, Mayank. Let me know what is the difficulty you are facing here. One page resume. You are working from 2021 at Capgemini. You have put your mobile number, um, email ID, LinkedIn, GitHub is missing, the summary. See, this part is not structured, and you need to use the proper formatting here. Okay, result driven DevOps engineer with over 3 years and 6 months of experience in automating, monitoring, optimizing mission critical deployments in AWS, seeking to leverage my expertise in CI/CD pipelines, container orchestration, and infrastructure as a code to streamline operations and drive efficiency at Capgemini. Good. It took my 1 minute just to read your summary. Make it summary, not just copy paste from the ChatGPT. Okay. Good part is you have mentioned the skill section on the top. Scripting language, deployment section is there, containerization. But if you see here, there is no actual identification of the bullets and the content. So that could be one reason. Make sure. What is this? Tool is okay. Docker, Kubernetes, OpenShift, tool and technology. Monitoring and logging, Prometheus, ELK stack, Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana, Ansible and Terraform. Sorry, I thought there is some dirt on my screen, but it's not. You have not used the proper structure or proper quotations even here. See here, AWS, Azure, GitHub, GitHub. Okay. So use the proper formatting. Okay. Capgemini DevOps engineer. Capgemini offers a range of career opportunities across. Oh, no, 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 not this. Why do you want to sing a song about Capgemini? If they are giving career opportunities across different domains and levels with a focus on professional development, training, and career growth, they have programs for graduate experience professional specialists in various technology and consult. If they are already offering career opportunities, then why are you looking for the change? No, this is really, you should remove it. Okay, this is not good. Okay, you have been working at Capgemini from 2021, which is almost more than 4 plus years now, or 3.56 or something, right? Then from those 3 years, what are the things you have worked on? Did you work on one single project? Did you get promotion? Did you get any appreciation, awards? Everything should come here. Okay, and there are no highlights. The first thing is the font is very small and it's very difficult to read. What are the things here, right? You might have done really good work, but make sure you highlight the keywords. Automating the build, deployment, and release of code from the environment to another use Jenkins and internal dev services worked on API. Um, Proficient in branching and merging code lines in Git with experience in resolving conflicts that arise during merges. No, you have put 2 out of this 6 to 8 points. 2 points are about your KT session, provided KT to other team members, which is good, providing the knowledge is good. But the thing which is not working or digestible for me is that with 3 plus years of experience, there are no key highlights or the key projects in your resume. You are saying you have worked on 3 projects. Think about that over the last 3 4 years. What are the contributions you have done for those projects, right? And then create different sections for those projects. The timeline. If it is single company, that is fine. People would really love to have you since you stick with one company, that is fine. But they want to know how many projects, what is your actual contribution during those 3 or 4 years. Okay, now that is all. I mean, those are the resumes, and thank you very much for your time and allowing me to review your resume. If I go through my resume again, um, this worked for a lot of companies during that time. I'm saying I'm not using this format now. I am using different format. Okay. So I put the skills section here. So my recruiter will know I have experience with Docker, Kubernetes, AWS, shell scripting, ELK, Datadog, PagerDuty, Azure, GCP, Grafana, SonarQube. Then I have put the work experience. I worked with VMware. I worked with Avaya. I worked with GSLab. I was also intern at Atos. I put my achievements. What was my task? I maintained and managed Kubernetes clusters using Helm, Jenkins, Cops, monitoring and alerting using this stack. Then I worked on automating tasks for Avaya. I worked at GSLab on different tasks and my education. This is not a format for the experience, okay? Don't do this mistake. This I used how many years back? Like 4 5 4 years back when I was applying for VMware. I made sure I put the achievements I got awards at Avaya, GS Lab. I was mentor for Google Summer of Code from last 4 5 years. I have been mentored for Google Summer of Docs. I'm a technical speaker. I completed my Kubernetes certifications, HashiCorp. That is all. I mean, I don't know. This particular resume worked for me, and this should work for most of you. Well structured, right? It is providing all the details, skills, achievements, certificates, work experience, everything. Education, my email ID, phone number, my LinkedIn, my professional summary. What else? What recruiter wants to know? They want to know, they will schedule an interview and have the interview with me, and I can explain more in detail about this project. What is the project? What is the size? And if you want, you can use this format, or I have these formats created for you. Not me, sorry. I have not created. I found these online on one of very good resume site, and I felt like this is something which will really help to my community members. Okay, same format, same things we are doing here. Proper first and last name, your title, your work experience. See how we are highlighting the things. Your contact details, your where you are located, your mobile number, your Gmail ID. You can additionally put LinkedIn, GitHub. Then skill section is here. You will see here how we have categorized everything properly, right? Then education details, any certifications, previous experiences, and the actual experience you will see here. The company name, what is the role, if I got promoted, then those are different sections. Then what is the actual task I did as a DevOps engineer or the system admins, SQL programmer. So this is a good looking format for the freshers. I'll share this template, you can follow these and use it. Similarly, this is for the experience. Again, same format. The wording is going to be different. We need to highlight as a senior DevOps engineer what we have done. It's not only about the learning new things and implementing some random stuff. When you go for the experience level, you will need to mention how you are mentoring to different team members, how you are managing the team, what is the bigger impact you have in terms of the cost optimization, in terms of automating the deployments, automating or improving the server performance. So all those metrics. But let me tell you, when I'm saying this metrics, it's not always you need to put the metrics. If you really don't have the backup and backup to back it up the script or the metrics, then don't put into your resume. It's absolutely big mistake which most of candidates are doing. Okay. uh, okay, many of you also asked what is the, we'll have a separate video on what is the DevOps and SRE day-to-day activities. But for my community, I went ahead and thought that if you don't have experience and don't know how to put the projects into proper wording, then these are the things I have put a lot of things like you can read about it and try to add into your resume. Okay, any questions? Biswa, uh, I asked to share the resume on the drive link. If you could do that, that would be really helpful. Sorry, just give me 1 minute. I need to take a sip of water. Yes, Harshil, this is free live resume review session. I'll review everyone's resume, but you need to upload your resume on Drive link. Okay. It's their third last Harshil. Okay. Oh, you upload it? Fine. Yeah, tell me, is it working for you? Is this resume working for you? Are you getting calls? Not working. Are you from India? Like plus one number. I don't know. Any reason to use international number, Harshil? Could that be? I feel it's little scattered. I don't know why. I mean, when I want to look at it and try to read, it's feel like little scattered. Yes. Okay. Harshil, you are currently doing masters in Canada, so you will apply for the roles in Canada only. Okay. Um, Name is here, mobile number, email ID, LinkedIn, GitHub is there. Skills are here. As we discussed, certifications create a separate section for this. Okay. Languages Java, Python, JavaScript, SQL, HTML, frameworks Spring Boot, Angular, React. Are you into DevOps or software engineer, developer? It's really clashing the details which you have provided. Actually, I would suggest to watch the videos. Um, I really liked few of resumes like Prasoon's, which was very well structured and more readable. So you can follow the same format. This one is little scattered. Mm, You trying to make it bold some keywords. I don't know why the actual keywords should be bold, which should be this one, right? Languages, frameworks, or even not needed. Like if we check Prasoon's programming in language, this is the actual keyword which will segregate the topic and the skill set. But here I'm losing the interest in the first few lines. I'm telling you from the recruiter's point of view, you need to spend really good time on properly formatting your resume. They are giving you a job, so make sure this is your first impression, it has to be good. Okay, so correct those things. If you want to apply for DevOps engineer role, then highlight that part instead of software development. Certifications, okay, you have done certifications. Somewhere you are mentioning link and then Databricks. No, 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 no. Experience, education, projects. No, no, no. I mean, things are really not working. If you see this format, this is sorry, font, this is huge, Zymer INC, this is huge, then this is different font, this different font, this one is different. When I'm opening this resume, the first thing which is taking my eyes is this Zymer INC. Is it that worth to highlight? If not, then make sure you are not doing that. Develop performance, reliability, and security tests, ensuring compliance with industry standards and reducing application vulnerabilities by 15%. Maintain Java Selenium API automation scripts, improving integrated automated test, CI/CD pipelines, designed and implemented BDD, validated and automated test. So this is what you done in 2 years. Okay, that is okay. So you done your bachelor's till 2019. Okay, then what is it? After 2019, what happened? It's 2021. So how would I know what happened? Were you on career break? You're doing internship, freelancing, open source. So your resume is not providing all those details, brother. Correct. Then you need to put that into your resume. How you use that career gap for learning, and if you want to fill up the career gap, we have the challenges. Use that. I really no need to speak about the challenges level and how it can really help people to cover their career gap. Please check that out and fill that gap. Okay. Then during 2024, okay, then in 2021 to 23, 2 years, you worked as a senior software engineer dev at Zymer INC. It's commendable that you directly got the senior software engineer role when you are saying you had a career gap. Uh, Something is definitely missing which you are not telling either or not have mentioned on your resume. Okay, anyways, it's up to you. Then projects. Skill set build crafter a real time QDP data processor Kubernetes and GK. You know what? That is what happening. I'm losing interest to read from the recruiter point of view. I'm telling, since this is live resume review, I'm going through the details, but it's not giving me the highlight of your profile. It's scattered, not use the proper format. Uh, there was a career gap, but you are not speaking about it. Um, what I mean, a lot of details are missing here. Okay, two appraisals from junior to senior. Correct. So that is what you should mention. That should what you should highlight and will work in your favor. Appraisals, right? I don't know why people not focus on those things. Harshil, so that is those are the tips and the advices from my end for now. Please work on those and let's connect again sometime and modify your resume. Okay. Okay. Who else? Biswa. Hi Biswanath. How are you doing? Can you tell me what is working and what is not working for you, Biswanath? Okay, you are a college student uh, from 2021 at NIST. So you want to highlight your NIST, okay? Then yeah, I think that is okay. Mm, don't know why my resume is not getting selected, and even if it gets selected due to location like Bangalore, I am getting rejected. They are asking for on-site interview for local public. Okay. So where are you from? Have you mentioned your location? Okay. Anyways, the format is good. You are used overleaf template. You have the mobile number, email ID, LinkedIn, GitHub is here. Then skills. Again, my personal advice for everyone: put the summary, career summary, or what you want to tell me in one line or two line about your profile. That should come at the top. Then you can put your skills section at the top instead of going me through your resume and checking what is the skills section. Put that on the top. Education can come somewhere later, or after the project section. Projects are good. To do app, oh no, to do app deployment using CI/CD pipeline. Multi-environment AWS infrastructure using Terraform. Designed and automated a declarative CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins, Docker, GitHub, reducing manual intervention and deployment time by 90% for a to-do app. Please be honest, Biswanath. Hmm, how to-do application was taking manual intervention for deployment and you reduce it to 90%. You know what? This is what we discuss in entire YouTube. Put actual key metrics if there are any, otherwise keep it. The application is containerized and deployed on AWS EC2 instances, ensuring scalable production ready environments, optimizing the management. Okay, streamline deployment cycle by integrating Docker Hub as artifact repository, reducing deployment time, optimizing the management distribution of Docker images for faster, more efficient deployments. Okay, good. Automated application builds, image pushes, and remote deployments. Okay. Project introduction is good. I can understand what is your project, how you solved it. There is proper structure in it. Multi environment AWS infrastructure using Terraform, that is good. Automated the deployment of multi environment dev stage prod in which you are using Terraform, cutting manual setup time by 20% to 90%. Okay, good. Can you highlight some of the details in your project? I mean, this is good. Um, I understand you are getting calls, but due to your location, which is Odisha, you are not able to go for the on-site interviews for the Bangalore or Pune. Mm. At least for first few round of interviews, you can ask them to take it online. Tell them that you are not from um, Bangalore or Pune, and without any offer, it's not possible for you to move to Bangalore or Pune or come for the onsite. If they are giving you, if they are covering your travel expenses, then please enjoy the Bangalore and Pune trip. But most likely they won't. Uh, so it's better you should apply for the remote opportunities. Have you done? Have you tried that, Biswanath? Applying for the remote opportunities. Let me take one more session next week sometime during weekdays, and I'll try to get a list of the companies who are hiring remotely in India. Will that be helpful? Yeah, right. So you should apply for the remote opportunities. Right, okay. That is all. Who else is remaining? Sheena, I think you joined very late. But I still have a few minutes. If you could upload your resume on Drive link, we can check that out. Huh. Okay. So that is our live resume review session. Mm, I'm still here. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask the question. Yes, Biswanath, you need to modify your resume as we discussed. And since your challenge is not getting your resume shortlisted, you are getting a calls, but those recruiters are asking you to come on site and give the interviews, right? That is not possible for you. Then apply for the remote locations. For most of those remote companies, they won't ask you to come to office and give the interviews. Is what I feel. So you can apply for the remote companies. And as I said, if people are interested, I'll spend some time to find the remote opportunities in India, and let's try that out. We have done this in previous calls as well. Whatever the opportunities I see on the LinkedIn, we break down the JDs and suggest the tips for how to apply for those roles. Okay. Sheena is asking for the drive link. Sheena, drive link is available on my LinkedIn post, last LinkedIn post. बाकी के comments मत देखना. I don't know who is that person. Ignore those comments like I'm ignoring it. Just check out the drive link, upload your resume. I'll be here. Tejas, okay, that's a good suggestion. Can you please make a document wherein add a common mistakes which candidates do while making a resumes? Of course, yeah. Oh, how can I forget this? hmm I told you, right? I created this document for all of you. Uh, for DevOps SRE engineer task, what you would be doing and how to put that to get more intercalls. Let's go through some of these. Mm, mentored three software engineers leading to promotion of all members. So if you are someone who is into experienced DevOps or SRE engineer role, you know, it really matters that do you have any leadership qualities, and you need to highlight those into your resumes. Did you get any promotion over 3 years or 4 years of your time in that company? So highlight those. Those are the things people need to put into their resumes, and people don't really focus on that. Okay, then uh, built an infrastructure for production QA and dev environments for web app that grew to 1 million monthly users. Okay, then we have deployed and orchestrated 25 plus software components including Java, Scala, Ruby, Groovy, and some .NET. So these are the things you need to highlight in your resumes. Let's take few of other activities. Okay, we also do this task, but we don't really feel like adding them. Reviewed all AWS accounts and environments to avoid additional cost, decreasing 63% of quarterly base. Okay, this is what I do in my office current job as well. Okay, I spent some time reviewing all our AWS accounts and different environments, going through each of the services, the architecture, and try to understand, do we really need that service? Can we save some cost? Is it really necessary to have that service up and running? Can we add some level of security for that service or particular application? So this is something you should add. It's not always about Kubernetes, Docker, and Jenkins and CI/CD, writing CI/CD pipelines. But why you done that thing is more important. Maintain the IT infrastructure, VPN, MPLS connection between 80 plus branch offices, 30 plus security systems. Develop a tool that enable 250 plus developers to deploy virtual machines within 45 seconds. Okay, so those are the real software, sorry, DevOps engineer tasks. And what are we doing in our resume? Just think about that. Okay, then implemented automated backup and recovery procedures, reducing data loss by 80%, improving system availability by 20%, 25%. I'm not saying you need to put the key metrics or those numbers always in the each and every point. What I want to highlight here is that the core responsibilities of DevOps and SRE engineers. Focus on that. As a DevOps engineer, we collaborate with development teams to identify and resolve system issues, resulting in 30% of reduction in downtime and improve system performance. We reviewed almost 10, more than 10 resumes today. No one mentioned that they collaborated with different teams. Has anyone done that? That's a responsibility of DevOps engineers, is it not? And we miss the entire core part of uh, DevOps engineering here. So focus on that, maintain development, staging, and this is something which most of you have mentioned. Uh, okay, re-architectured 5 plus web applications from some different things to different, and which resulted in something. So that is something which we do as a DevOps as an engineer. We do the migration, we do the data backup, we upgrade the systems, we re-architecture the system, we review the accounts, AWS accounts for the security, for for cost optimization, um, for the understanding of system. We mentor different teams, we collaborate with different team members. So those are the actual tasks. Why are you wasting time on just copy pasting something randomly on ChatGPT? Okay, so if you want, I'll create a dedicated video on this, um, about DevOps SRE activities, day-to-day activities, and again, if you really want to use the ChatGPT, this is what you should do. Copy paste this project. Oh, sorry, not. Finish this project first, then copy paste this content exactly as it is, and tell ChatGPT or DeepSeek that okay, this is the project I worked on. Give me the project summary which I can put in my resume. Okay, this is how you should do it. Let me see if it really works. Low lipstick. This is my project which I worked on, and I need 5 6 lines of summary of this project to put into resume. Sorry. Okay. try to give this and let's see if tips really helps. Okay, this is good, right? Designed and implemented a fully automated CI/CD pipeline for book info application using Terraform, EKS, and GitHub Action and Argo CD. Provisioned a multi-environment EKS cluster with VPCs, IAM rules, S3 backups, while integrating uh, with Prometheus, Grafana, ELK style. Manage secrets using AWS Secret Manager, deployment Helm charts for microservices, ensuring zero downtime upgrades with Argo rollouts, implemented security scans, chaos engineering, and everything. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same. I'm just showing you that if you really want to use the DeepSeek and ChatGPT, it is not directly giving, asking that give me the DevOps SRE engineer resume. It should be I have done this implementation. I have faced the challenges. This is what I have achieved, like um, reduction, manual intervention by 20%, 30%, highly available, scalable by this percentage, and help me to write the summary for this particular project. What people do, they directly ask the ChatGPT, okay, I want to DevOps SRE engineer resume, and ChatGPT is going to provide you the some random metrics which are not absolute relevant to your work. Okay, so that is it. Let me see. Sheena has uploaded her resume. Let me check. Okay. I believe Sheena, you created this resume in Google Docs, which is good. Um, and we know why you are getting less calls. It's because of your career gap, right? And we discussed that you could feel that your career gap using actual projects and the task. So you are as a DevOps engineer, you have the certifications, you have the skills section, Azure DevOps, AWS pipelines, Bash scripting, everything required for a DevOps SRE engineer. Even you have put the details about your current work, not current work, your HCL technologies work. Administrator Windows based Microsoft Exchange servers, ensuring seamless connection across intervention by monitoring servers health, troubleshooting issues, and optimizing. So highlight these points. You have troubleshoot. You have the experience with troubleshooting, optimizing, monitoring server health, handled complex L2 plus level clients request. So highlight those points. The details are not much, so if you go and use one of the format which we discussed, this entire thing can be fit into one page resume. Yeah, it really not need to be two page. Okay. Okay, this is something which I am seeing for the first time. Notice period, immediate joiner. Okay, education. Okay, I don't know why. So you worked at HCL and before TCS. Huh? No, no. Okay, I got it. So you need to put current thing on the top. Okay. So what you are doing currently? Currently doing. Are you working, doing some freelancing or you know the work? This should come on the top because that should be the structure. What is the current work, then previous, and then the this actual HCL. Otherwise, it will create a wrong impression that you have not been working from 2014. Okay. Use the proper font and the formatting. Remove these um, icons not really needed. You have put, where are the links? Links are missing. Is the LinkedIn working? Okay, LinkedIn is working. Good. Structure is not good. Format is not good. Hmm. This is what you should put on the top. It's a job work. Highlight that. Automated repetitive task using scripting, manual workload, and collaborated with cross-functional teams to deploy and maintain highly available messaging environments ensuring 99%. This is a favorite uptime or the metric people use. 99%, 9%, 99.9%. Sorry. Okay. Sheena, these are the things you need to actually change. Use a proper resume template. Links are missing. Uh, no need to use the two-page resume. Structure the experience from recent to the previous or the past, and again the bullet points need to be first priority to DevOps task and then your support engineer role. Okay. Summary summary should be on the top. Okay, it has to be on the top. Okay, that is it. I think we have been here for how many hours? Almost 3 hours. Who else? I will finish it in few minutes. Any other question? Now we are open for the question. Overall, we know the reason. It is due to career gap. You are not getting lot many calls. But if you could really work on the good projects which we have in the season one and use that to fill up your career gap, then that will work. Okay, no questions. Sorry if my voice is not good. I have a little throat pain, but I still wanted to conduct this. Our community call, I think we skipped in the last week as well. And again, we need to cover the season 2 challenges from tomorrow. Season 1 solution videos are getting created. A lot of work. Mention freelancing. Yes, of course. Freelancing, open source contribution. Oh, China, is that question for the mock interview which you gave? Anyways, any other questions? Anyone else? Did you enjoy session? Let me take a photo. Okay, if no more questions, so next week, which we are going to have for the remote job openings. I saw a lot of openings on the LinkedIn. Sorry, I saw a lot of openings on the LinkedIn, and since I was busy on my on-call rotation, it was very hectic schedule. I don't know if Ryan is here. He's connected with me, so we keep on sharing the updates. But yeah, that is why I was not able to share the new challenges for the season 2 and the season 1. Okay, Sheena, the feedback, I actually watched that mock interview video just for you to provide the feedback, you know, since you are very active learner from my community as well and few of other um, good mentors. I watched it, and what I felt, the interviewer actually gave you the right feedback. You were nervous, you missed the track from the beginning. You have the good experience, but the confidence is what was missing. The explanation, you couldn't understand the question you and then try to answer just like in the one sentence or in one word. So in the real world or real interviews, it doesn't work like that. I really appreciate that interviewer provided you the feedback, the honest feedback. So think about it. It is for you, and you know, when you are going for the any real interview, it will definitely help to understand what are the mistakes you did in the mock interview and how you can improve those. So those are very basic questions, but the mistake which you did is the lack of confidence and understanding question. If it is okay, since you are new, not from this background, so you really want this opening or job opportunity, and you will try to answer. You will feel like I have to answer this question anyways. Whatever happen, I want to answer this. But in reality, think about the question first. What is interviewer trying to ask you? Understand that. Take a pause. If you are not understanding, ask the question again, is what I'll also do. If the question is very complex and I'm not understanding what is questioned by the interviewer, I'll ask him simply, okay, sorry sir, not sir, sir वगैरह, but sorry, I didn't catch the question, please can you please repeat the question and help me to understand it. They will help, they will repeat the question for you, because interviewer are not for rejecting you. They are spending even 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes, then they are really interested to hire you. So it's our responsibility to be honest with what work we have done and be honest with the answers as well. Okay, and I don't need to tell you that we are very proud mentors. We are here to guide and we are here to provide you the honest feedback whenever you get stuck. Always reach out on the LinkedIn. Discord is free. Please connect on the Discord. Yeah. Okay. Trinath, what kind of projects need to choose for aspiring DevOps engineers if transition from non-IT to DevOps engineer? Uh, Please check the season 1 challenges. Those are the kind of projects you can mention if you don't have any real DevOps engineer experience. And season 2, we are creating challenges and the projects as well. If you check out our last challenge in the season 2 of DevOps, Daily DevOps is a challenge series, it was about implementing supply chain security using AI tools. So that was very good project. No one has done it. It's very unique project and need of an hour to think about how to implement this supply chain security for the different projects, whatever the project you have. So those kind of projects are very interesting, and I would love to have such candidates in my team, or would like to interview such candidates who are thinking about the security, cost optimization, then multi-environment deployment or the multi-environment management. It's not just random project. Okay. Okay. Any last questions? Oof. That is then. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching and being here on the YouTube live session. I'm here for the community. Again, I want to mention all these initiatives are free. I'm not charging for any of these things. Okay. Check out if you want actual hands-on experience. We have Daily DevOps Necessary Challenge Series Season 1. Now we have Season 2 ongoing. This interview preparation series is helping a lot of people to reach the good opportunities. That is why we have started this. We have weekly community calls as well. Okay. Then we have free CK series, CKD series, and everything. Everything is free on the YouTube. It's just you need to watch and help yourself. What else? Okay, then see you next week, everyone. Thank you very much for your time. Bye bye. Good night. And please enjoy your rest of weekend. See you next week. Thank you.